What's up, everybody, on Charleston Car Video? So we're out on the hunt, you know, looking for cool cars to film, visiting dealerships, trying to get leads on finding cool cars, and maybe even at the same time finding somewhere to get some work at, right? That's the name of the game right now. Mr. Chad has got to get out here and find a way to make a little money doing what my craft is, which is filming and marketing cars and all of that. Now, today's journey has taken me to a place that I used to work at many years ago. And let me tell you, I've worked at a lot of car dealerships. Not a ton though, but there's a few dealerships I've worked at. And this place here is called New Life Auto Sales. So I'm trying to remember what time frame of my life I work here, and I'll tell you when. Back in 2010, 2011, somewhere in that range. We had just had my daughter Kendall. We were living in a little townhouse right here. And like I tell in the story of how I got out there and started doing videos, I left working for Acura and Audi back around that time frame, and I decided that I wanted to get out and do videos and market cars and do kind of what I've been doing for the longest. But in the intermedium there, while doing that, I was actually working out here selling cars, filming cars, and that's kind of how I got the sales job here. I came in one day and asked if I could film some cars, and the owner actually let me do it. Next thing you know, he asked me if I wanted to try selling some cars. So I did that. Not for very long though, maybe about 6 months, and started picking up more dealerships and doing more videos and all that. But anyways, I'd like to take a walk through, show y'all this dealership all these years later, and yeah, so stay with us. Here we go. Alright, so I just got done actually talking with the two guys that work here in sales. Super nice fellas. Actually have known both of the guys previously. Just, you know, as you work in the car business over the years, you start to get to know people. And they said, oh, hey, I remember you as well. But anyways, now when I used to work here, this place was actually a dump, okay? I mean, hey, just go ahead out and say it. The place was really rough, wasn't very clean. It was just a messy place. But now today, there's a whole new owner. There's actually a lady that owns the place. I know her as well. Super nice girl. And her and the people that work here have done a phenomenal job of taking this place from something to something great. They sell a lot of cars here as well. And again, when I used to work out here, the cars that we sold were really just cheapy cash cars. Now, as you can see, they got a lot nicer vehicles on ground. I mean, Kias and Priuses and Buick Regals, Hyundais and Kias and Chevys and all kinds of stuff. They got a lot of nice inventory on ground, and that really has to do with one of the sales guys inside. He actually used to own his own dealership, and you know, he goes to the auction, buys great cars. What he told me, he said, look, you know, when you're selling used cars, you really got to sell the right type of used cars, so you don't have a bunch of problems with the vehicles, with your customers, with transmissions going bad and all that kind of thing. And we've been there, done that, and seen how that plays out, and it's really a hassle a lot of the times for the customers and for the dealership when selling cars that have issues, okay? You might be able to get a quick sale out of it for sure, but like the guy inside was saying, he's like, people just don't even really pay attention to when you tell them buyer beware, as is, and all that. You know, when people are buying a car, you can tell them as many times as you want, hey, if the car breaks down after leaving, it's your car to get fixed. But when the car breaks down after leaving, believe me folks, the customer's gonna call you up and be upset about it. They gotta tell somebody, they gotta vent to somebody what's going on, and that's the case a lot of times. And then you gotta tell them, hey, there's nothing we can do for you. And that just opens up a big can of worms that you don't really wanna have to deal with. So, getting nicer cars like these out here today, I mean, beautiful vehicles, lower mileage, a lot less problems. You can put warranties on them and good stuff. Now, not everybody can just pay cash for some of these types of vehicles, but hey, a lot of people can finance. Now, I don't think they offer buy here, pay here financing here at this particular dealership, but again, got some really nice looking cars out here. We're not going to film anything today per se, really just kind of walking through and checking the place out. And again, our little series right now is going out and actually visiting car stores and looking at them and checking them out, and hopefully at the same time meet a few people that work at the dealerships. You got a Chevy truck, you got a Ford Ranger, a Nissan, Honda Odyssey, you got a Subaru, looks really nice. Those Infinities are really nice. So anyways, they got a great selection of inventory. Looks like they got probably about 70, 80 cars sitting on ground out here at New Life Auto Sales. So anyways, we used to have a good time working out here. We did a little show called the Craigslist Auto Show back then. And I even had my friend Tisha, she came out and we did some recording as well back then. And it was really like the first time that I was getting out doing videos, doing commercials. And this place was a great place for me to do it at, because it gave me an opportunity to practice my craft of filming cars, getting on camera. I mean, again, guys, this place right here was where I perfected my craft of doing this whole video commercial thing in the car business. So thank you to New Life Auto Sales for giving me that opportunity back when I was in my mid-20s. Now I'm 38 years old and out on the streets trying to do the same exact thing I was doing back then. Isn't it strange how that works out sometimes? You know, you're having to repeat things, repeat stuff in life that you did before, starting over from ground zero again. I mean, definitely have a lot more skill set, a lot more knowledge in the car business than I did back then, but I'm having to go back in time and start all over again. It's a bit difficult to do, you know, it really is. And I'm older now, which I don't have as much energy as I once did when I was in my mid-20s. You'd be surprised, guys, when you get over 30 years old and then you hit over 35 years old. I don't know if it's your testosterone or what, but your energy level is just not as high as it was when you were a young buck. And that's, you know, that's for sure. But anyways, that's New Life Auto Sales. Check them out if you're ever in the North Charleston area. They are literally right here off of Dorchester Road in North Charleston. And if you're looking to get a car, come see them. They got some great vehicles and they got some great people that own the dealership here that really know the car business and can put you in a good car to drive today. All right, guys, that's it for this vlog. Now we're heading off. We're going to find another store to go take a look at some vehicles at.